There's a lot to uncover in the 7.37 patch, and if you're like me and are lazy, ADHD, stupid, or all of the above, this video is for you. I'll be covering all of the main changes and updates that you need to hear about. So here's everything you need to know about Dota 2 patch 7.37. First off, here are some general changes. Roshan will now always drop the banner upon his second death, as well as a refresher shard on his third. The tooltip information of all abilities have now been updated to let you know if the ability is fully breakable or partially breakable. Holding Alt whilst highlighting the ability will also show you the exact details of the break interaction. There's also been a couple of item balancing as well. Bracers got nerfed as they no longer give bonus damage, but instead more health. The spell Lifesteal of Bloodstone has now been readjusted. You can now slowly move during Shadow Amulets active, and aura items have been slightly nerfed. Thank God. On to neutral items. Fairy's Trinket caught an L and has now been replaced by Ironwood Tree. Philosopher's Stone now has a charge system and can now be consumed to grant the player additional gold. And Iron Talent is... oh no. Oh God. What have they done? No! Oh yeah, and this item got removed. Who gives a fuck, right? On to hero changes, the main reason why you're here. Okay, now listen, there's a lot of them, so I'm just gonna be going through the important ones, okay? Some heroes were lucky enough to gain brand new facets, even on top of the ones they already had. Like Bristleback, who got Seeing Red, which allows him to activate his ultimate ability to consume his stacks to gain a massive steroid, which boosts his attack damage and movement speed by a whopping 50%, but limits his vision to a small cone in front of him, which is insanely strong because, let's be honest, Bristleback players don't really use their eyes anyways. Death Prophet got Morning Ritual, which is basically a glorified Kunkka rum buff turned on at all times. I know, I don't really understand why she needed this either. If you thought that Death Prophet was unkillable before, then get ready for a whole new level of Jesus Christ, when the fuck do you die? Doom got Impending Doom, a scaling facet that increases the duration of Doom the longer the game goes. Earth Spirit got Ready to Roll, a support-focused facet which basically allows him to roll through his allies, gaining speed, stun duration, as well as boosting the movement speed of the allies he rolled past. Huskar gained Incendiary, which is a facet that finally looks fucking usable. Maybe this will finally bring it back into the game and not make it completely worthless. Lone Druid can now cut his inventory space in half, only up to 3 items, but gains bonus stats and effects of the items he equips. Lycan can also sacrifice the levels of his second and third abilities to further enhance his wolves. At level 5, they get a mini root on hit, similar to Lone Druid's bear, and at level 6, they gain a steroid, increasing movement speed and attack speed. Medusa taking this facet enables her to slow and poison enemies on her 5th attack. This slow is so powerful that it not only slows movement speed and attack speed, but also spell casting speed as well. Visage can now gain bonus gold on Soul Assumption kills, giving an extra 35 gold per charge, which even works on creeps with a penalty. And finally, Void Spirit can now summon multiple Aether Remnants upon exiting his Dissimulation skill. We also got some brand new innate abilities, like Abaddon, who can now reduce the enemy healing if the target is below 40% HP, Kunkka, who now always has a passive run buff on himself when damage below 65% of his HP. He also has a new Acceptor, by the way, where he shoots cannonballs from his ghost ship, which is actually pretty fucking sick, I'm not gonna lie. And Earthshaker, who now drops a memorial of himself after he dies? I think Valve's probably aware of Earthshaker's win rate. The statue is actually pretty good, providing vision and most importantly allows Earthshaker to gain XP around it. Legion Commander also gains a boost in HP regen, incoming heals, and lifesteal when attacking enemies higher level than her. Lina can now literally set enemies on fire, damaging all nearby units around the target she attacks. Lone Druid has the ability to get it twisted and gamba his neutral tokens once per tier. Templar Assassin allows herself and her team to see Roshan's respawn timer, which is something she could already do back then, but now it's patched. I guess it's still pretty cool. Realistically, this is actually a pretty unique passive, similar to how Oracle can see the future rune spawning. I'd honestly like to see more of this. Maybe one where the hero could tell if the game's gonna be a win or a loss. Oh wait, never mind, that already exists. Underlord has a pretty crazy one, buffing all allies globally for a certain amount of time after they teleport. This includes your own TP scrolls, his ultimate ability, and even the Twin Gates. Viper sort of got his old W back, dealing bonus physical damage based on the enemy's missing health, but now only working on heroes. And finally, Visage, who can have up to 20% cooldown reduction for free as long as he doesn't take any damage. And that's everything you need to know about patch 7.37. Oh my God, that was a lot to go through. I must say, they really did knock this one out of the park. There's definitely going to be a lot of experimenting and trying new things out. It's probably going to take some time until people find out what's okay, what the fuck, man?